Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be taking a look at this little 1/22 scale RC car. This is another car by Pxtoys. I've got 4 of them from Pxtoys, an Amazon seller, to take a look at. Now this one I believe is actually a rebranded Pxtoys. I'm not 100% sure. I did not look it up. I didn't look into it very much. I did Google the model number. It didn't come up with anything specific, but it sure looks like a Pxtoys. So that's what I think it is, and it drives pretty nice. I actually like this. This is my second favorite, possibly even my favorite of the Pxtoys cars that I have. Now I can see here, this has that protective sheen over the body here, and I have not pulled it off. So if you want to pull that off, this body will even be shinier than what it looks like right now. Though you could leave it on if you want to have a little bit of extra protection from dust and stuff. So when you pull it off later, then the body will be really clean. Now it does have rubber tires. I like that. It's just something really basic for a kid, though it moves along pretty decent. It has just a non-proportional Bam Bam steering, but it does. I thought steering it wasn't too bad, so I wasn't as bothered by the non-proportional steering as I am on some of the other cars, especially the bigger cars. I do think that the throttle, though, I'm pretty sure the throttle was proportional. It does have some little spring shocks, but there's very little travel distance on it. I mean, again, a car like this, you're not going to need it. I did not try driving this through thick grass because it's so small, but this has a little more power than some of the other ones. It might go a little bit through, something like really short grass that's not super thick. It should be able to go through a little bit of dirt and stuff like that, though. Your battery compartment here on the bottom, you do have, of course, your steering trim dial here on the bottom of the car because it doesn't have anything like that in the controller, but this being non-proportional steering. And inside of here you can see it uses another one of those funky looking connectors, but it is a LiPo, and I'm really glad that they included a LiPo. That's probably one reason why this car has a little more kick than some of the ones that are nickel cadmium or nickel metal hydride. It's just a one cell 3.7 volt. It is 300 milliamp hour. It ought to probably drive 10 to 15 minutes. I've driven it around quite a bit in my house, and the battery was not dead yet. Another thing that I like is look how big this battery compartment is compared to that battery. You could get a battery in here twice as big. You probably would have to cut this connector off and just splice it onto another LiPo, but any 1S LiPo that'll fit in here will work. So you could get way more run time. I would not go up to a 2-cell LiPo because you could definitely fit one in there. That would probably fry the components. But a really large 1S, you might get a half an hour run time if you get a big enough one here. Plenty of room for a LiPo battery in the bottom. Way bigger than the one that they included. Your chargers, again, just like many of the others, a little USB charger with the light. This takes about 45 minutes to an hour. If it's all the way dead, it probably might take longer than that. But these little LiPos, 300 milliamp hours, is going to charge quicker than I think those nickel cadmium packs usually do. And your controller here, and I really like this foam grip. That's really comfortable. And your on and off switch, and that's pretty much it. Your steering, your throttle, your reverse. There's obviously no trims or anything on it, even though the steering is, the throttle is proportional, but not the steering. So that should cover everything for this little guy. So we'll take it on now and take it outside for the driver view.
the power of the dark side.